And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they're in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Jones. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. Well, this defense for the Bucs, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just match protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
On 3rd down, Barkley. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be 4th down. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw caught by Tony. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep doing it. We're doing pretty well.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. Ooh, the juke. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And, partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job steadying the play before you have to try and defend it in the game.
Touchdown! Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
You.
On 2nd and 9, Brady. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, Tampa's Brady hooks up with Howard. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. A first down carry for Henry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. So a nice run right there. And worth mentioning, their usual starting running back out this week. The hope is it's just a short-term absence. But this is where it pays, Charles, to have a quality reserve that you can turn to when you need it.
And to me, they definitely have that, because this is a guy who's more than capable of picking up the slack. And he's likely going to see a big share of carries as this one progresses. And how many times do we see running backs jump into the breach and have big games?
From the 22, Brady. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Succa. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. Open target here, Darius Slayton. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down. Back to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. Well, we know he's an electric runner. Earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to bottle him up at different levels. That was your suggestion. Some mixed results.
Yeah, certainly, because we have seen him bottled up at times. We've seen him play him very well. We've also seen him pop the cork a few times and get out of there, haven't we?
We have indeed. The Giants on 3rd down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down. And Gano's kick is right through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the back through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Brady on the bootleg. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Gano the extra point, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Buccaneers 7.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Brady to try again after the pick six. Oh, he can't get away, and Brady will go down. Lorenzo Carter, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
Brady going to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd. Again, it's Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. Offensively lucky there, able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Here comes Tony on the return. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
60 Eagles. He's coming. We got double up. Watch it.
Jones, a final shot before break. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that is incomplete. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty.
Double tight. 3 down. 3 down. Slam. Alert.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. On play action, now Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a 1st down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And Derrick Henry with the ball in his hands, what a sight to behold, because power and speed involved in every touch for him. Coming off another spectacular season with the Titans, it became the first since LaDainian Tomlinson in 2006 and 2007 to win 2 straight rushing titles, and he did it with style too. Just the 8th man to top 2,000 yards and the 1st since Adrian Peterson in 2012. He has his sights set on another 2,000-yard season.
2nd down at 4.
72.
On play action, it's Brady. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 19. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready. 72.
Into the red zone, it's Brady.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. So what can Brady do here as he'll lead his guys up to go for 2?
36. Rip. Alert 3.
Brady's going to look to throw. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Buccaneers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
And they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sideline.
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Giants.
Great job.
Darius
Touchdown
Slayton,
for Dave.
79 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point try good by Gano. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Henry again on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 54 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
It's just me and you.
Throwing on first down is Brady. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And going deep downfield for Boykin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Throwing is Brady on third down. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Meanwhile, Brady's thrown into the hands of Andrews. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Mark Andrews with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit. Extra point put through by Succop. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And oh, deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
As I look down at the sideline and see the special teams coach, you can just see those shoulders sagging, can't you?
Absolutely.
You talk about having some great emotion going. Think about the elation he was feeling on the return. Everything synced up well, blocked well, everything was going great, and then they end up dropping the football.
And a nice job, though, to make that football come out defensively.
It was. Give them credit for making that happen. But boy, I just feel the pain of that poor guy on the sidelines. All diagrammed well, and it ends up poorly.
And he'll get this underneath to Henry. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Buccaneers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Extra point up and good by Succop. And the lead is down to a field goal. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Switch.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Now Jones. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Giants on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing Jones. He's going to let this one go deep. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
I like what they did there because many of the deep throws we see in the course of a game come to the outside, the perimeter of the field. In this case, they used a slot receiver to run deep downfield and tried to connect that way. Unsuccessful in that attempt, but I like what they were doing.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Brady's throw on target to Godwin here. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And just tell people what happened when they were up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
This softball player goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
First down.
To throw. Jones. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Well, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Okay, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
89 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign.
Alert! Double time! 4 down, 4 down! Check! 4 down, 4 down!
Brady now on first down. It's complete. He's got Gronk. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6.
Defense! Hey, defense, let's go! Hatch it! Kill, kill, kill! Shadow! Goal 50!
Now Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Andrews. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The line to gain is the 33 on third down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Play action. Now it's Brady. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And he is going to have the Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Lorenzo Carter make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. So they tried to get him out of the pocket, but that just flat out did not work to their advantage.
Yeah, it seemed to me that he thought maybe he could run around the pressure, but he just kept putting himself in a worse and worse situation. At some point, cut your losses and just go down.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the first down sack. Brady. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. 23 yards, the final tally. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. 46 yards on the ground for him so far.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Jones. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. To throw is Jones. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Finds his tight end Ingram. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jones. He's going to look downfield for Barkley. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now Jones. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Jones. Well, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the Buccaneers have just about sewn up this football game. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watch well said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch.